Hello everybody! I had myself muted again, classic. I always do that at the start of every single stream. Welcome. I'm going to be doing the render challenge today. Who have we got in chat so far? Pop Ninja, Blue Z, Neo Vatin, Thanesh. Welcome, thank you for joining. Let's open Blender and then I can talk a little about what I'm doing. Can you guys hear me okay? Give me some thumbs up or something in the chat if you can hear what I'm saying. Let's check the stream's actually going. We have 7 viewers. I assume that means people can hear me. There we go, yeah, I can hear my voice. Lovely. Okay, let's get the music back on. So, what we're doing today is... there we go, Pop Ninja, thank you, thumbs up. Shivam, yo, hello, Kree2O Kaya? I hope that's how I say it. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So, I've done quite a bit of planning for this because the last stream I did where I did the photo scanning went a little bit down the toilet in the sense that... let me actually switch to facecam for a bit. What I was trying to do was get the photo scanning and stuff to work, and then it kind of went like I couldn't figure something out, and then it became a bit of a problem. So, my plan for this... Let me just change the music quickly. I did a lot of planning, so I've got like some reference stuff in here, so this is going to be a bit more structured. Hello, Adith and Piggy Pigson, welcome. This is not the kind of music I was after. 2000s rock? Let's try this. Yes, this is more like it. Cool. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, I have the mood board, so this is kind of like some ideas that I'm going to go for. I've got quite an ambitious idea for this, which is going to be building like a robot that's kind of building a human, if that makes sense. Instead of oh, I just realized you couldn't see my screen. Let me switch back to this view. So this is my reference board in PureRef. So I've got some like ideas for the joints and how it's all going to come together. Yeah, so I want to do like a robot building a human as opposed to there's an ambulance outside, a human building a robot. And we'll see how far we get in this video, and then we'll see how it goes. Hey Alfie, what do you suggest for VFX composition, DaVinci, Resolve or Nuke? I use Nuke. I definitely think Resolve is good. I've heard that Fusion's very good, but for compositing, Nuke is the industry standard. That's why I use it, because I work as a VFX artist. So you can't get much better than that if you're after like the best one. And Nuke is free as well. There's obviously paid versions of it, but there's a non-commercial one which is very good that I highly recommend. And plug, the Foundry sponsor my YouTube channel, so I have Nuke Indie. They gave me a license, so that's very cool of them. So I guess we should get started. I downloaded a load of textures from textures.com that I'm just going to try and slap together to make something. God, my list of projects is getting too long to handle. So I got all of these. I've got like a light bulb and some chain links and stuff, and then like a load of random bits of machinery. Basically just going to like kit bash a load of stuff together and try and make something kind of funky. Please just make those social media banners is taking way too much of the screen. Well, the thing is, my monitor is 21:9. It's an ultra wide, so it doesn't fit to a 16:9 screen size. A lot of people always say that, but if I scale it, I could probably do it actually now. This might break the stream a bit. I know I can't scale. Basically, if I made it fit, it would crop off like the right hand side of the screen or the left hand side of the screen. So this is the only way that I can fit it to actually fit in like a YouTube 16:9 screen. Hello, I'm Faded. I'll try Nuke. I've also seen Nuke tutorials on your channel. Yeah, I do some. I've got a few more that I want to make as well, but the Nuke tutorials always underperform a little bit compared to my other stuff, so I'm trying to release them at a bit of a staggered release schedule, so that people that don't like them so much aren't like bombarded by them. Okay, so I guess let's get started. So I'm just going to start, actually let me get my mood board up, and then I can look at what I plan to do. I think we'll start with the head, and then just sort of see how this goes. My mic's kind of in the way. How's a good place to move this? Okay, I understand. Yeah, otherwise I would just have it normal, but I guess that space is kind of like a good spot to put, my webcam and like the social media banner and stuff. So, cube. This is always a good place to start. I guess I can turn on the screencast keys thing as well so that you guys can see the buttons I'm pressing. James Stone. Hey, Jamie's here. Hello, Jamie. How you doing, man? Welcome to James Stone. How many viewers we got now? 15 viewers. Goodness me, everyone's coming in. Okay, so for anyone that didn't catch it earlier that's just joined, we're doing the monthly render challenge for the Discord. This month's theme is robots, and there's a few days left if you're interested in getting involved, and the link for the Discord is in the description. I am going to do something quite ambitious for this, so I've got a plan. Let's see how this goes. Han! Oh, how's it going? Everyone's here. Jesus Christ. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're okay. As you can see, I've got very far so far. We've got a cube, so basically done. Let's get started. Also, if anyone has any suggestions for things they would like me to make or like add to the robot, feel free to add it in the chat and make some suggestions, and I'll sort of take them on board as we're going. Okay, so the head shape is a bit of a weird one initially. It's kind of like this. Is it like that? Yeah, I'm just looking. Maybe I can. Is there somewhere I can put this on my screen without it? Oh no, it disappears, doesn't it? I know you can put it on the top, but it's probably going to get in the way. I'll just put it off screen, it's fine. You can actually kind of see it over there anyway. This is what I'm looking at. So I'm trying to make this head. So, well, something like this anyway. How's the 3090? Oh, mate. The 3090 is great, but for some reason I was playing Apex Legends just before this, and my god, I've never seen my computer be so hot. I basically heard it going and the 3090 is supposed to be really quiet, so I was already a bit confused. I thought it was my fan making loads of noise. And then I opened my PC like side door and just took the door off to see what it was doing, and it was like opening the oven, like literally got hit in the face by so much hot air. The 3090 was like 200 degrees Celsius. It was ridiculous. I don't know whether it's because I've got the studio drivers installed and it doesn't like optimize gaming very well, but it was about to go into orbit. It was just taking off. It was ridiculous. So I'm not sure what happened there. Press Control minus to lower the opacity. Of what? Of PureRef. Oh right. Okay. I'll give that a go in a bit. I know you can actually have it hovering over the screen so that it stays on top as a window, but it's fine off screen. I don't want it to get in the way. Okay, and then there's like a cylinder underneath. It's going to be quite rough to begin with, and then we'll get there. Hello, Visual Magi. Is that supposed to be magic? Can you typoed your name? Who knows? Who knows? Can you guys hear the music okay? It's always a bit of a like mixing thing where I'm trying to work out what's like the right volume where it doesn't distract me but you can still hear it. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Have you tried out NVIDIA Broadcast? Is that the streaming thing? I did actually see that because I had to turn off. There's like an overlay thing that was getting in the way, where it was the shortcut was Alt R, and it's like a GeForce Experience thing. But it meant that I couldn't reset my orientation of stuff in Blender because it was just like overriding the shortcut, which wasn't the best. This is actually much bigger than I thought. It's like that, and then this is kind of further back. Okay, and then I think this is like slightly forward. Is that what I was trying to do? Yeah, I think so. Might be worth looking into your stream has noise reduction for microphones. Oh, it's that's not static. That's my fan on in the background. I just turn it on because otherwise I melt, and this wouldn't be a fun stream otherwise. So hopefully we'll just have to live with that. Maybe I'll have a quick look at the noise reduction. Might be worth also blurring a background and removing it and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to do the whole blurring the background thing because it's really intense on your CPU when you're streaming, so it kind of makes everything slow down a bit. Let me have a look at the microphone quickly. Filters. I've got a compressor on here. There's a gain, noise suppression. Should I try this? Okay. Low CPU. Okay. I've added a noise suppression. Let me know if that sounds any different. Okay, and then there's like a, oops, kind of nose that comes out here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. It also goes further down. Man, this is looking wacky already. And then, oops, cylinder. And it's gone. Oh, is it working? Sweet. Yeah, it has AI to remove it. It's all GPU based. Lovely. It said it was. It said CPU usage, but who knows? The fan is gone. Excellent. Great suggestion. That's why you're a moderator. Legend. What's this? The fan noise isn't that bad. The background noise isn't bad. Yeah, it's I watched I had it on in the last stream. And it wasn't that noticeable, but obviously it would be better if it wasn't there. But the man, the myth, the legend, Jamie has solved the problem. Okay. I found this really cool. Well, not that I found it. I mean, obviously it's always been a feature in Blender, but adding stuff to the menu when you press Q for the favorites is really cool. And as well as adding like just planes and stuff, you can also put modifiers on it. So I put a mirror modifier on there. So whenever I want to add a mirror modifier now, it's really easy. So I just delete, half of an object and then press Q and add a mirror. Why has that not worked? I'm trying to showcase it and it's not worked. Is it just the wrong? There we go. Yeah, it's just the wrong side. So it's really quick now because you don't even have to worry about coming over here and changing the settings. Just press Q, hit mirror, bam. Nice and simple. Sweet. We'll take your 3090 as payment. I've got a video about the 3090 coming out on Tuesday. It was meant to come out this week, but there's a brand deal in it, and the brand, I sent them the video, and they wanted to change something in the edit, so it had to go out this week instead, which kind of was a shame, but it's on track to be released shortly, which I'm very excited about, because it's a cool video. Oops. Pressing the wrong buttons constantly. At first? Nope. Oh dear. At last. There we go. And then the thing has like some cool goggles in this, but I'm not really sure how to model them very well. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to go off the beaten track and oh no, actually I'll make them and then I downloaded a texture of a light bulb that I want to use for the eyes, but I'll model the goggles and then we can maybe put them underneath. We'll see. I'm not sure about this head shape, to be honest. Looks a bit weird. Let's do scale X0. Yeah, and then let's make it a bit more humanoid. Okay, cool. And then I think some booleans would help this quite nicely. So let's do this mirror. Yes, now the mirror modifier works. Let's like slap these in here. And then with ball tools add on. Oh, wrong way around. It's this one. You can select both and then control minus and bam, cuts it out nicely. Make this a bit taller. Starting to look funky now. And then I can apply this. Get rid of that. Did you use the amazing Tagline. No, I didn't. Unfortunately, they sent me quite a strict script actually for what I had to say, so I didn't manage to squeeze it in. But I loved that idea. That was a fantastic suggestion. Okay, how am I going to do these goggles? Let's go like this. Oops. Is that a goggle shape? Yeah, kind of. And then let's do some subdivisions so it doesn't look terrible. Yes. Oops. What's the problem there? Clipping? Now I have to apply that. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Let's give this a save. Did you hear about the 3D modeler who failed at comedy? He got bullied off the stage. Oh dear. That's quite good, I like that. What are you modelling? I'm modelling a robot. It's going to look something like this. And then, well, this isn't a very good representation. This is my reference images board. And then we'll see where we get to. Adrian Merton, hi. Hello, welcome to the stream. How many people are watching now? 17 people are watching now. Crikey. That's a lot of people. Let me see if I can split this in half. Whoops, don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Does that work? Yeah. Pop out chat. Cool. Where am I going to save this? Did make a folder. There it is. Scenes. Robot. Oops. Oh my god, I can't type because I can't see my keyboard. The mic's in the way. Coolie beans. Hello, hello. The first time I can watch you live. Welcome. Oh, Prashan. Hello. How's it going, mate? If anyone doesn't know who Prashan is, he's very, very good 3D artist. And he did I saw on his Instagram, he did a MRI scan of his brain that he turned into a 3D model, which is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend people go and check it out. It's very cool. Looks like Squidward with scuba gear. Yeah, it is kind of going in that direction, isn't it? I'm not a particularly good modeler, so I'm just sort of figuring out how to make this not look rubbish at the moment. What's happened there? Oh, it's the faces, isn't it? Ugh. Cool tip I discovered the other day. I've always wondered how to draw straight lines with the knife tool in Blender. And it turns out if you hit C, it lets you draw a perfectly straight line, which is very handy. OMG blush. Dude, it was so cool. I saw the model and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when I read the actual thing, you said it was actually your brain. My mind was blown. Very cool stuff. I think if we make some like little insets here where some wires and stuff can go, that would be quite funky. Lovely stuff. Okay, we're making progress now. Oops. Cool, cool. I think this is a bit big. This looks so bad. Once all the details and stuff is added, it will look better. I promise. He says hopefully. Let's do this. Oops. That's better. I think a lot of the detail will come from the texturing anyway. That's usually my approach. Vishal, hey, how's it going? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? 22 people watching now. It's just climbing. Please put this robot in the Real Steel competition. What's that? I haven't heard of that. Real Steel competition. Rings a bell. Let's give him some cheeks. Yes, this is look like it. I basically want it to look a bit less boxy, and I think we're slowly getting there. Cool. Let's do some more Boolean stuff, because that was funky. Cool. Oops. Oh no. That's a problem. Oh, is it 'cause it doesn't have enough faces, does it? Okay, never mind. Let's do it with loop cuts. Will this work? Yeah. Oh. Might have to just make this work. Merge? Yes. That looks alright. Auto smooth. And then I think maybe a bevel modifier might make this look a bit less rubbish. Let's see. I don't use this very much, so I never really remember how to use it. Oh, no, definitely don't want to do that. Is that doing anything? Yeah. Actually, I might just do it manually. Gorgeous. Okay. That's the rough head. I'll start adding the details later. My brain model would be two single verts that occasionally connect. Not many IQ points. Oh, someone subscribed. Eric Salholm. Thank you very much. I'm going to work on my robot thing now while watching. Good man. We need lots of submissions. Whoa, there's already been 200 people that have watched this. Where are all these views coming from? Crazy. Okay, let's parent all of this. The goggles haven't really progressed very far since I started on them. Parent all of this to the neck. I don't know how big this thing is going to be. Let's get like a rough torso. I think I'll build like all the basic shapes and then sort of refine it as I go. So like do another mirror modifier. It sounds Norwegian, that name. Which name? My name? I'm definitely not from Norway. Oops. Oh, another subscriber. Red Skull, thank you very much. I go deep into sculpting because modeling is too hard for me. The channel suggested me about your channel and I'm enjoying it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, obviously sculpting stuff like this would be probably more difficult than just modeling it. But yeah, I think sculpting I find a bit easier as well. Maybe it's like people that prefer sort of drawing rather than, I don't know, the mechanical elements of proper 3D modeling. I don't want to make this look too boxy like the head. So maybe That's the solution. No, I'm not sure about that. I kind of want it to be like human-y, but a bit more chunky. The notification that popped up. Where's my reference gone? Yeah, my reference is a lot more humanoid. Maybe another loop cut and then subdivide a bit. Yeah. That doesn't look too bad. Just the stupid auto smooth. Might as well not have that on really, just shade smooth. Drawing bad, boo, indeed. I've only ever drawn about 2 good things in my life. I wish I had them to show, but they're back at home at my parents' house. One of them was a skull that I drew for my art class in high school, and then one of them was another skull actually, but it was like a watercolor painted one. They turned out quite well. Is this someone's render challenge, or is it... It's my render challenge in the Discord. If you want to get involved, the link is down below in the description. There's usually like 10 entries or so a month, so it's just like a small challenge, but it's good fun. Just encourages people to make some art. Bro, I think you're the most underrated VFX artist. Love from India. Thank you very much. That's really kind of you. And thank you for subscribing, Red Skull. Can be a big difference using the secondary monitor for references and notes. Yeah, I've got too many screens going on. Not like monitors, but I've got OBS and the chat here, and then Blender, and then Pure Ref and the music and the YouTube stats. I don't even know what to look at. I'm losing track. But it's all good. It's all good. Let's make it a bit thinner. Oh! Oh yeah, of course, 'cause it's all parented to it now. That's an issue. Okay. Cool. That's the body. I guess maybe some booleans on this as well would be cool. Worry about that later. I'm not going to bother with like the whole body. I think I'm going to have him like a floating torso with arms, just for the sense that, or the sake that it will be quicker to model. And the scene that I'm thinking of making it's going to be like behind a table anyway, so you won't see below the waist of the robot. Okay, let's tackle the arm, because the arms are always a bit of a tricky thing with robots, because of like the joints and stuff. So, according to my reference, there's like a cylinder. Maybe I should do a mirror on this as well. Do. Opti, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Bit of a chill one today. I'm enjoying the vibe so far. Scale. It's basically just a million different levels of extruding and insetting and stuff on this. Just like that. Kind of. Yeah, that'll do. Looks really cool, man. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Thank you. I mean, it's looking a bit rubbish at the moment, but once I put the textures and stuff on, it's going to look cool. We'll get there. We'll get there. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. I currently live in London, but I'm originally from just outside of London, in the countryside, a place called Suffolk, if you know where that is. Guess this probably needs to be a bit wider. Have I made this on the wrong... Oh no, that is right. Thought it was on the wrong axis. Okay, and then the arm is like a... I don't really know how to model that. That's the problem. Let's start off with a cylinder. That's always the best solution. Maybe I could do it with this actually, look, so it keeps the mirror modifier. That might not be a bad idea. It's kind of like that. And if I separate this, this can be the arm. Arms, shoulders, torso, Okay, and then there's like a... Oh, actually... maybe I should do it with that different... I think I might switch my style to this one, because this is quite funky, that like shoulder joint. It's a bit more steampunky and less sci-fi. Let's go with that. I'll do the same sort of thing, but just adjust it so there's like a boolean into the chest, basically. Let's do a cylinder. How do you do good sculpt from mouse in Blender? It's quite tough. I don't use a mouse. I use a graphics tablet. But yeah, sculpting with a mouse is pretty tricky, to be honest. It's not impossible, but I wouldn't personally want to do it. Because you don't have the pressure sensitivity and like drawing, I don't know, drawing like complicated lines and stuff and shapes with a mouse just doesn't really work, in my opinion. I might be stretching what a robot is. Yeah, you and me both. You and me both. Something like that. That might be quite cool. Let's see what happens if I boolean this. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Maybe not the whole way through, though. How do I... undo? Undo! That's a good way to... I guess if I do, like... screw it. Another mirror modifier. Mirror. Z. Yeah. And then separate them a bit. Do like that. And then minus. Lovely stuff. Oh, it's still gone through. Why is that? Is it because it's one object? I guess if I apply this and make them separate, that should do it. Has that done it? Oh, it's because I don't have faces on the end. So let's go back to when it was mirrored. Oops. Is that mirrored now? Yeah. Face and then apply. Lovely. Okay, that's working. So let's apply. Oh. Apply. Apply? Yeah. And then this needs some auto smooth loving. Cool. And then this is a bit different to how I made it originally. Let's change this. Really loved your sniper video. Thank you. That was a really long project. It went on for ages at work, but yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. How long have you been working VFX? I've been I started working at the mill in 2017, so I've been a professional VFX artist just under 4 years. Well, actually, pretty much exactly 4 years now, actually. Did I go to VFX school? No. So I didn't. I wanted to learn visual effects, and then when I left college, instead of going to university to study visual effects, I got an apprenticeship at a company called The Mill in London, which is a really good visual effects company here in the UK. And that's how I got into it, really. I just learned everything on the job there. Officially, I'm a 2D artist, so I learned like my nuke compositing and stuff there. But I studied games design while I was at college, and I just kind of carried on with Blender the whole time. And I've carried on using it, and I use Blender quite a lot at work now professionally, just to like sneak it into a few shots here and there. It's quite handy to know a 3D software, even as a 2D artist. So, and obviously I do Blender for my YouTube stuff as well, so it still gets used pretty frequently. People sometimes ask me, because when I started I had the option of being a 2D artist or a 3D artist, and I think sticking as a 2D artist was probably the best, because it's easier to learn Blender online because of all the tutorials than it is to learn Nuke. Nuke is quite tough because not many people make tutorials. So I basically had the benefit of learning Nuke from like really, really good industry professionals, and then also carrying on sort of teaching myself Blender in my own time, which is probably the easier way to do it. I think teaching yourself Nuke online is quite tough, but that's why I'm trying to make some of the Nuke tutorials so that it's a bit more digestible and accessible for people that don't work at a visual effects company, because otherwise obviously it's quite difficult to pick it up on your own. Okay, so there's like an L bracket on this. Let's make this, actually, let's just get rid of this bit for now. Hide. So this comes out to about here. And then there's like a... so, like this. To go backwards, yeah. And then out like this. I wish you could bevel edges in Blender so it would make like a semicircle. Does anyone have to do that? Edward Smith, you're also working for a company. Where can the videos you're doing for them? Let me put it in the chat. It's here. We do loads of stuff, so not everything on there is stuff that I've worked on, but things that I've worked on recently would be, I did the new trailer for the Riot, for the Valorant game. I've never played it, but apparently it's really popular. What else have I done recently? I'm doing something really cool at the moment, but I can't say what it is. Actually, my mind's gone blank for the stuff that I've worked on this year because of COVID. It's been really, really hectic. I don't know, I guess like the end of last year I did the Coca-Cola Christmas advert, which was really fun. Did an Apex Legends game trailer. Control B on the edges. Yeah, it doesn't work though. That's what I was trying to do, but it just does this. It doesn't actually bevel it when it's only a 2D face. Yes, Alfie, make more nuke tutorials. That's the plan. I'm going to sort of drip feed them onto the channel so that it doesn't become a nuke channel, because that's not really what I want to do. But I do want to make some more nuke videos because no one else seems to make them. Let's put a solidify modifier on this so it's actually a bit thicker. Cool. Maybe it'll work if I do this now, actually. So if I apply this and then bevel. Can you bevel in one axis? Because I don't want it to do the whole thing. You know what? It can just be a square bracket. Bevel vertices using Control Shift Alt B. Is that a thing? Let's try. Control Shift. Oh my god. Oh! What have I done? Oh, press some sort of crazy shortcut. Control Shift Alt B. I can't tell if you're trolling. That's not doing anything. I feel like I've just pressed some like hand crippling shortcut for no reason. Actually, you don't need to Alt to bevel the vertices. Is it just Control Shift B? Ah, you guys, you're the best. That's what I was trying to do. Lovely. Control Shift B. You learn something new every day. Yeah, this is exactly what I was trying to do. Thank you very much. Cool. And then if I turn the solidify modifier on, it now looks awesome. Apart from that. Cool. Apply. And then, I guess if I unhide this now, I can start modeling this again. Oh, they're all the same object. Can't have that. Separate. Okay. Oops. I keep forgetting it's, I need to do it in object mode. Oh, edit mode, sorry. Control Shift B. Yeah. You guys are the best. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. So how does this attach? It's like here, I guess. And then... Bit more beveling. And then it gets a bit bigger down here. Cool. Apply the scale before beveling to get round edges. Oh, good tip. Yeah, I don't really mind. I think this looks okay, but that is a good thing to know in the future. It's chamfering instead of beveling. in case you ever need to look it up again. Lovely. This is like more of an educational stream for me than anyone else. Everyone's just telling me how to use Blender. Amazing. Let's bevel these as well. Cool. I think this actually needs to be a bit thicker. Scale. Shift Z. Yeah. Actually, I don't want to do. You know what? This isn't a job for proportional editing. Let's just do all of these. Yeah, cool. And then there's like another L bracket that goes here. So maybe if I just trying to figure out what's the best way to like get it perfectly in the center. Probably with the 3D cursor. Do that. Yeah, that looks pretty close. So duplicate. And then what axis is this? Y? Doing all of them except the one I want. Yeah, cool. Snap the cursor and let's just move back here. Yeah, that'll work. Lovely. Give this back a little bit. Feels a bit small, maybe. Oh well, I'll worry about that later. Maybe just scale up a bit. You can also add vertex weight to the vertices you want to bevel, and then add the modifier and use the weight option. That way you can control the bevel. Another very good tip, thank you. I might even try that in a bit, next time I need to do it. Okay. I think this is maybe a bit fat. Let's make him a bit slimmer. Oh, that's not mirrored across. Oh well, I'll move them over later. What's next? There's like a bit of a Boolean thing going on in the arm. Kind of like here. It's quite funky. Was that messed up the topology? It's not too bad actually. And then inside of the arm, there is like a whole, what's it called? Like a hinge. Sovajoya. I have no idea what that means. I apologize. Let's add another cylinder, I guess. Lots of cylinders in this model. And then another cylinder. Oops, just punched the microphone. It's kind of like that, I think, but maybe a bit elongated. Oops. Ah, wrong axis. Cool. I'm going to go back in and add detail to all of this stuff afterwards, but for now it's more just like blocking out the shapes. And then there's a forearm, which is like a... I could probably make that with a cube, actually. Quite low poly. So it's like this, and then it gets narrower here, obviously. And it's a bit more like that. And then with power of subdivisions, we do this. That's probably too square now. Can I mirror this? That might be a good idea. Mirror, yeah. Then, yeah, that's actually pretty close to what I was trying to do. Sweet. That is actually pretty cool. Thank you. It's going to look a lot cooler. This is just the blocking out the shapes. We'll get there though. Probably a bit Oh, hello. I got a donation. Deepu R. Nandihali. I hope that's how you say it. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. You are a fantastic fan. You guys should suggest some names. I don't really know what to call this thing. Oh my god. I just got the... I just got the notification sound of the donation in my ears and it just deafened me. Jesus. You should try it out. What should I try out? Sorry, have I missed something? Oh, there's loads of meshes that I didn't read, and that's why. How did you do the ball so far? Yeah, it's yeah, the guys have said it already, but basically it's a ball tools add-on. It comes with Blender. You just go to preferences, add-ons, and it's called ball tools, I believe. Yeah. And then you can literally add, like, so say I add a cube. You select the cube and then select the object you want to Boolean, and then press Control minus, and it just cuts it out. It's a really handy tool. I use it constantly for modeling. It's really good. That's going to be the arm. And then hand is going to be a bit complicated. Might come on to that in a bit. Hello, Noah. Hello. How's it going? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? So that's kind of working. Let's... What should I do next? Let's start adding some details to some other bits. I guess maybe let's get a bit of a neck going as well. Another Boolean? Possibly? Question mark. Let's do this. Hide all of these for now. See if this works. Wow. Cut some holes in that. Actually, you know what? I don't mind that. That looks quite cool. We'll integrate that as part of the design. Oh, what did I do there? What the? Is it not working? Oh, it's because I need to... Yeah, okay. And then let's bring the head back. I don't really know how to make it connect. Maybe just like some pistons or something. I have in here, I found this like cool thing with like a spring and a spine. Maybe I'll do that. So what would they be made of? It's kind of like, well, it's a cylinder, I guess, for the spine. Let's go a bit more low poly. So it's kind of like that, and then stuff on the sides. Something like that. Alpha, could you make a tutorial on how you made the Valorant and Apex trailers? That'd be really cool. I'd love to. Unfortunately, because it's for a big brand and stuff, it's very difficult, pretty much impossible, I'd even say, for me to get permission to show off the scripts. Like, it would have to go... Apex, the people that make Apex, can't remember who it is, would have to approve it and stuff. It's just, it would be a real headache, and they would probably say no because I'm not exactly relevant. But yeah, it'd be fun. The reason I was able to do the one of the, what's it called, the sniper shot, is because it was kind of like a project that I worked on in my own time outside of work. So I got it through work, but it was like a kind of passion project, if that makes sense. So I had a bit of a leeway because I was the only person that worked on it, and I was kind of doing them a favour. So when we finished it, I said, do you mind if I do a breakdown on my YouTube channel? And they very kindly said yes. But it's not usually like that, unfortunately. Thank you very much. Already learned, pretty handy model ball tool. Yeah, that's a great tip. I use it all the time. Mind share your PC specifications. I've just got a 3090, and so is Jamie, or he's in the process of acquiring one, which is very cool. I haven't really had a chance to use it for rendering yet, but apart from like a render test video that I did that's coming out next week. And then I have 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. I have an Intel i7 6700K processor. And then that's pretty much it. Just got a new power supply, which is an 850 watt one so that the 3090 has lots of juice. But yeah, I pretty much custom spec'd the PC in 2017 and got it built by PC Specialist. So I haven't, apart from the graphics card, I haven't changed anything else, and upgrading the power supply because of the graphics card. But other than that, I haven't really done much with it. But it's even though I say it's like, oh, it's from 2017, it's a really good computer. So these are like chunks of the spine. It's quite funky. And then I need like a spring. Does anyone know how to make a spring really easily in Blender? I feel like maybe there's a model of it or something I could just download. Ugh. I might get a 3080 Ti instead. Wait, you make a Valorant trailer? Yeah, I worked on the new one. It was really fun. It was a crazy few weeks. The deadline was a bit ridiculous, but really enjoyed working on it. And I used Blender in it quite a lot as well. There's lots of little CG bits that I did in Blender. It was like a really run and gun kind of job because the deadline was just so quick. It was like just anything to get the shots done, and so that was a really good opportunity to use loads of Blender stuff, which I really enjoyed. Let's move these in a bit closer. I'm just going to download a model of a spring. I can't be bothered to model one. Free3d.com. Are there any free ones? Here we go. Lovely stuff. Downloads. Extract here. Here we go. Spring OBJ. Blender, Geo. Can I just drag and drop this in? Sometimes that works. No, guess not. Import OBJ media robots. Can you guys still hear the music okay? I can hear it in my ears, but it's turned down quite low in OBS. Geo, oops. Geo spring. Oh, it's a big spring. Very big spring. There we go. Then I guess I probably need to make it twice as big. 0, 1. Oh, that is the wrong object. You can make a circle with a fill with a screw modifier. Yeah, I was thinking of doing something like that, but I don't know exactly how to do it, so I thought it might just be quicker to just download one instead. Oh, more ambulances. Array 0, 1. Why does it keep doing the wrong object? It's unusual. Array, there we go. Is it Z? Yeah. Bit of this. Lovely. You know what? I don't even think we need this. These spine bits. Let's just go with a spring. And then I'll make like a couple of pistony bits. Cylinder. It's in its own collection, so I can hide it a bit easier. Head. Oops. Cool. Bro, I love Nepal. I love watch your YouTube videos. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I love making them. I think extra objects thing is better. Oh, is there a spring in extra objects? I did think about that, but I couldn't remember if it had any. Let's have a look. I've already done it now, but this is just for educational purposes. It's add mesh, isn't it? Oh, I think we crashed. Nope, we're okay. Mesh. Gears. Let's see a spring. Diamond drill. What is this? Oh, that's quite cool. Extras. Beam. Wall factory. I haven't used this in a while. Some of these are really cool though. Some of these pipe joints might actually be quite good for... Oh no, that's a crap one. I was thinking for the robot, but maybe not. Don't see a spring. Isn't the spring too tight? It probably is, but I don't... I guess I could try and like stretch it with proportional editing or something. You just have to use your imagination. Right. Okay, so this is like a piston. R minus 15? No. R15? Yeah. And then let's duplicate it, snap it over here. R minus 30 there. R minus 30? Yeah. And then if I turn this back on, that's going to be the neck. Oh, you can't really see the pistons. Let's do like... does that work? Yeah, that'll do. Maybe even a bit lower. Oops. Lovely stuff. I'll probably add some wires and stuff coming up here later, but for now that'll do. What next? Is it in curves? So you'd add it then extrude. Oh, well, it could be. It's alright. We've got a spring now, it's fine. But good for next time. I don't... Oh, making the hand is going to be a real pain. Actually, maybe I can make like a minimalist hand. So let's do something a little bit different. So when I was downloading the textures, I found a cool texture of a chain link from a bike. What's it called? A bike chain, which is this. Actually, I need to do it as import images as planes. Let's do some Ian Hubert style modeling. I should probably bookmark this actually because I'm going to be going here a lot. Add robot textures. And then, which one is it? Bike chain. Material preview. Oh, it's in Aces. Matte paint. Lovely. Okay, and that's what I wanted. So, I just kind of want to cut this out and then extrude it and use it as a shape. Alfie, you've used J&M's JMesh tools. It's very similar to Box Cutter, except it's free. No, I haven't used Box Cutter ever either. I don't do that much hard surface modeling, to be honest, or modeling in general, so I haven't really done many adventures into using those kind of add-ons, but I've heard that a lot of people that do it all the time say that they basically make Blender usable for that kind of modeling. Let's just cut this out. Okay. Delete faces. Let's just change the UV a little bit. Cool, that works. And then extrude. Oh, it's the opaque face thing, isn't it? There we go. Cool. And then reproject these from a slightly different angle. Cool. It looks horrendous, but it will do for like a small detail on the fingers. Maybe even bevel these edges a bit so that they're not really sharp. Doesn't need too much detail because it's only a finger joint. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. So the hand on this model, I found a really cool thing that's quite cool. So I'm going to try and make something like this, but maybe with like 3 fingers because otherwise it's just too complicated. If you haven't heard of it, you should check it out. Maybe I'll give it a look later. Screw modifier. Is that for the spring? Yeah, I know you can do it. I just don't know how to do it well enough to do it. And I'm always a bit hesitant to start like trying to experiment with stuff on stream because I know that there's lots of people watching that probably don't want to see me figure stuff out. What do you think of the new Alive animation course? I saw that Grant was talking about it, but I haven't actually checked it out myself. It looks really good. I watched some of the guys. I can't remember his name. It begins with P, I think. I watched some of his free stuff on YouTube after that, just checking it out. And he's definitely very good at animating and rigging. But I don't do that much animation, and the stuff that I do is very basic, so I don't have too much interest in learning how to. But it's something I'd like to get better at for sure. Sure, he makes tutorials himself. Okay, right, let's make this hand. So let's go to top-down view for a bit. It's kind of like a... so... it's like this sort of shape, I think. Oh, actually, it's this way around. Okay. And there's a bit of a like knuckle thing going on here. I'm just really roughly knocking out the shapes. Something like that. Make it a bit bigger maybe. Oops. Make this a bit thicker. And then... what's someone saying? Even has cloth sim apparently. Oh, cool. Then... let's make the fingers. So... get these knuckles that I made. Probably be a good thing for it to rotate from an actual position like this. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. Should they intersect? Probably should, but the problem is they're the same shape. Let's just make the middle one smaller. Okay, so this is going to be the finger. It's also... is it in the wrong place? Here it is. Oh. It's tiny. There we go. So let's just go with 3 fingers and a thumb, just for the sake of not having to make the rig quite so bad. Snap this into the right place. Oh, actually, I don't want to do that, do I? It needs to be like... Cool. Just making sure the origin's right, otherwise it won't rotate from the right place later on. Okay, duplicate. Make the middle one a bit bigger. This one a bit smaller. And then the thumb will be the same because I'm going to be lazy. Just like this. I'm not very good with like figuring out how the mechanics work, so a lot of this is going to be just sort of hidden with lots of crazy details. Then there's a couple of cylinders on the back of the hand, which looks quite cool. So I'm just going to completely rip off that idea. Oops. And then they're kind of in like a container. Let's just do that with the cube. Okay, I think the hand probably needs to be thicker as well, otherwise it's going to look a bit weird. Oh. Little Time with Raz, hello. Welcome to the stream. And then we'll add some wires and stuff later. That'll do for now. So this is the hand. God, that's quite a lot of stuff. Let's pair into all of this to this thing. Oops. Okay, and so this is going to go on here somehow. So let's have a look at the reference images. How does it attach? That's the real question. There's like a hole in the end of the hand, the arm. I think if I just delete these, that'll probably do. Ooh. Rotate the thumb. Yeah, the thumb's not done yet. As a VFX artist, what would you consider the first skill that you should be really good at? I don't know, everyone asks me that quite a lot. I think lighting is quite important. Like understanding lighting and how it, like how stuff should look in certain lighting conditions. I think a lot of people, when they do their first renders and stuff or first comps, don't really understand lighting direction and stuff. So you see a lot of things where like the plates that they combine don't match. I think that's quite a big one. Or maybe not the first thing, but I think that's the biggest mistake that I see beginners make over and over again. I think in general, it's probably just like having a good eye for what looks real. That's the biggest thing that I think beginners struggle with, is they're not able to see when stuff doesn't look right. And I've done it as well. If you go back and look at my older videos that I made when I was like 13, 14, I didn't do any like comp work already or anything on any of my stuff. I just kind of like rendered like a UFO, for example, and just sort of slapped it into a shot with like a light somewhere in the scene, and it just doesn't really match. And you know, when you're first starting, you don't always notice that stuff, but that's something that if I had to sort of go back and tell myself, that would probably be my word of advice, is sort of understand lighting a bit better, I guess. I'm going to sleep. See you later. Okay, thank you very much, Vindel, for joining the stream. Hope you enjoyed. How does this connect? There's like a cylinder in here. A very small cylinder. That's way too big. It's this sort of size. Like that. And then there's another one just off to the side as well. Separate. Oh, didn't want to do that. Let's make it a bit longer. Oops. I'm trying to sort of understand how it all connects together in these reference images. Sometimes it's a bit tough. It has a flat base, actually. Not that this has to be exactly the same, but it'd be quite cool if it was. And then there's like a thing on the side of the arm here. And then I'll just put like a wire or something connecting those up, I think. Okay. Yeah, 1 AM, need to sleep. Watch the rest tomorrow. Okay, thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed what you're able to catch of the stream. Hey, Tolkien, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Someone should make Ultron for this challenge. Good luck to them. My god, that would take a while. Oh, actually, the thumb in this reference has a bit of a like a cutout. Maybe that'd be quite cool. Do like a cube here. Oops. That might be quite fun. Yeah, let's go with that. That's the hand. Okay. We're getting there now. We're getting somewhere. I think the next thing to do is probably start adding some details in. So, and maybe texturing actually as well. What should I do first? Let's add a few details like wires and then I'll start texturing. So, I guess we'll start with the head. Really easy way to add wires is just, well, everyone probably knows this, but just add a path and then you can just sort of put it wherever you want, or a curve, and then you can just extrude it and it gives you some cool wires very easily. So like I can take these vertices and just sort of move them around. Goes under the neck actually, like this. And then under the curve settings, geometry, depth. Sorry, it wasn't extrude, it was depth. Turn it up, and bam, got a wire. I went to London for the first time yesterday. I've never seen so many people. Oh, I was out in London. Well, I mean, I live in London, but I was out in London on Friday night, and it was very busy yesterday. I had a lot of fun. My God, it was exhausting. Tell me about it. Hope you had a good time though, man. Whereabouts in London were you? You might have been in my ends, so to speak. Let's use proportional editing a bit. Do a few of these. Dissolve, dissolve. Ah, I think I might have just crashed. Oh no, we're okay. Just doesn't like the pie menu. As if someone just tried to offer me a McDonald's coupon for my laptop. Were you tempted? I don't think I've ever been to McDonald's in my life. I'm vegetarian, so I'm not a fan of McDonald's food, to be honest. But to each is their own. Okay. And let's do some wires here. I think my tablet's going a bit funny. I need to restart. It's just a small one. Connect these up. Jesus, too close. God damn it. Okay, wire there. Let's do some more up here. One cool way you can like snap the stuff around is if you just put 3D cursor where you want the end of the wire to go, and then you do Shift S, cursor to selection, and then it's really easy. That's how I did the like all the cables in the environment test I made for that Treasure Planet video. I basically just snapped the cursor to the edge of all the buildings, then just put the wires on them. It's quite an easy way of doing it. Oops. I wonder if I can rotate this in the cursor. Kind of. That's close enough. There we go. Okay, I think just because I'm losing the will to live, we're just doing the modeling, it would be fun to move on to some texturing. So I can start unwrapping some of this stuff and actually putting textures on it. Let's start with the head, I guess. Actually, maybe let's start with the body, because this is like the biggest chunk, essentially. Let's try a cube project and see what happens. I don't know, that was project from view. And then we can make some shaders. So, image textures that I downloaded. What have we got? These might be quite good for the body. Let's try this. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's make this into matte paint. Material preview. Okay. Kind of works actually. I'll take it. Camden Market specifically. Oh, nice. It's a nice area. Hope you had a good time. Bump. Height. Color ramp. So, oops. Like I was saying earlier about the shortcut menu with the mirror modifier and stuff, I also have a load of stuff assigned to my favorites menu in the shader editor. So when I press Q, I've got all the ones I use most regularly, like color ramp and bump and curves and stuff. So I can just press Q and drop one in really quickly, and it's a really nice, fast way of working. Let's connect these up for the roughness. Looks quite funky. Ugh. Okay, and then the head. Need to apply the modifier. Mirror, apply, cube, project. Let's call this blue metal. Head will be grey metal. What have we got? There was this one, I think will be quite good. Matte paint. Bang. Okay, so the difficulty comes with working out where to put what. Obviously, you don't want these. I'm going to just project this from view. Oh. There's a few problems. Stupid edges. Don't want all of these. Goodness me. Let's try that. Let's fix these ones. There we go. I think that'll do. Add some bump. I pretty much always just set the bump to about 0.1. Seems to do a pretty good job. That actually looks a bit high, like 0.07. And then some roughness. Maybe turn the music up a bit. Okay. I don't actually have a texture for the face thing. Maybe I'll use like a fire extinguisher one. I have one somewhere for a previous project. What would it be under? Moonshot. Assets. Okay, interior, textures. It's one of these, I think. Here we go, fire extinguisher. This guy can have a fire extinguisher on his face. Let's put this over here. That's not exactly what I was after. No, I don't want to do that. Undo. Okay. Mark seam. Unwrap. Crikey. Let's sort these out. So you can do this thing where if you make one set of UVs look okay, then you can select the rest of them, then select that one and do follow active quads, I think it's called, and it just makes them all perfectly straight. It's quite a handy trick. That looks alright. There we go. Why does it look a bit stretched? Cool, that works quite nicely. And then just change the texture on these, obviously. Maybe just make these the base metal color. Grey metal? Assign. Yeah. Maybe I'll make this a bit darker as well, actually. It's a bit too grey. Too light grey. Curves. UV squares is handy. I don't think UV squares is in the new Blender, is it? I tried to find it because that's the one I normally use. Let me turn this down a bit. It's too loud now. But yeah, I looked for it and it wasn't there. If I go to here, maybe I just missed it. Yeah, there's no UV squares in the newest version of Blender. Maybe they haven't ported it over yet. But if you know the trick, let me know. My UV teacher would crucify you on your UVs. Oh, I'm not doing it properly. It's just a quick one. I mean, that looks horrendous, actually, doesn't it? I can't bother to model it properly. That's the problem. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. I think this looks a bit big now. I probably want to move all this stuff over as well. Okay, cylinder projection. Never works very well. What else have we got? Textures. Let's go back to the robots one. Blender, textures. Oh, it's on GitHub, is it? Okay. I'll have a look at that later because I actually really missed that. I guess I could use... I should probably stick to the same texture actually for the body. Let's do blue metal. empty this one so they stand out a bit. Cool. Oh, something's just fallen off my desk. No, it's alright. It's okay. Download UV score. Oh, I've read that. I wonder if I can try the asset manager. It might crash. Let's see. Oops. Is it going to crash? Yeah. Basically, I made a load of textures that I can sort of drag in and drop into scenes, but the asset manager is not very stable at the moment. Maybe it's material preview mode. There we go. Materials. So I made a load of these. Let's just unwrap some of these. Damage steel. Cool. Dang, my blender crashed. Gotta start again. Oh no, did you not save? Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. It happens to the best of us. Textures. Trying to find something to nab for the knuckle texture. Maybe one of these. Machinery. Something like this, I think would be quite good. Looks a bit rubbish. Maybe this. That's quite low res. That's not too bad. I'll leave it like that for now. We'll come back to it. Ah, that actually works quite nicely. I'm gonna leave it like that. Happy mistake. Oops, didn't need to do that. Could use this actually. Tank. My computer recently started giving blue screen, especially when I leave it idle. I can't finish any project because of that. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'm not actually that good with troubleshooting computers, but maybe someone else in the chat might know how to help. But yeah, I can imagine that's very frustrating. Let's try this. Doesn't really work, does it? That's kind of good. Just duplicate this. Be lazy. Make sure all your drivers are up to date. Yeah, when I installed my 3090, the drivers were the problem. I had a bit of an issue with it getting up and running, and it was because the drivers were not happy. Okay, what have I got that would be good for the hand? I feel like this should be quite cool. It's not much actual detail on the hand. Maybe I can model some more. Let's call this hand. Bam. Object. What was that called? Mechanism. Object. And then let's just do a bit of this is going to be really rough. I'm not sure that's worked very well, but we'll work with it. I probably need to reproject those faces now. What's the best way to select these? Ooh. Like that, maybe. This is gonna be ugly. This is gonna be ugly. Okay. Project. I don't even know where that bit was from. It's like here somewhere. Let's just do this. I don't know what I'm making now. Chaos. What else is there? Is this like weird chain? Does that help at all? Most of that detail's covered up by the other stuff anyway. That'll do. That's fine. Maybe make this a bit lower. Okay, next thing. I don't know why it's projecting at weird angles. Is that your new driver? Apparently I disabled auto updates. Thanks. I disappeared and then came back. Who knows, mate? I don't know what I'm making at this point. This has been a long stream. Let's just try this. Can't see the keyboard again. Gorgeous. I feel like it all looks a bit the same, but that's a problem for later. Can't see my keyboard. This mic's really in the way. I need like a better way of getting around it. Why is this? Oh, that's not what I want at all. What else do you do other than 3D? In VFX or just in general? Hobbies. Some of my hobbies are back there. You might be able to see. I play the guitar a lot and I sing. I don't really have many other hobbies than that. To be honest, doing YouTube videos and my actual job and playing guitar and stuff pretty much takes up all my time. I don't have a lot of free time to do other stuff. I do quite a lot of freelance work in my own time, so that's also another thing that takes up a huge amount of my like downtime, I suppose. But again, I really enjoy that, so it's good fun. But I don't do much like I don't have much time when I'm not doing anything. I'm always usually doing VFX stuff, to be honest. Man, I missed a lot of things. It's alright, there's gonna be a video, so you have to watch it back later. I've kind of gone into like full concentration mode where I'm not talking very much. I'm trying to get this texturing out of the way, and then we can rig it and make a cool scene. Jesus Christ. Why are they all going like random scales? The unwrap thing isn't working very well. Oh well. I can't do that. That looks terrible. Let's just go with that. Whatever. Maybe make them blue actually. This is a cool song. Whoever wrote this. This is I'm a Hurricane by Wellmiss Feet Divty. Don't know who that is. Divty. Let's do some wires. This is an easy material. Let's go for a black wire and a red wire. Any tips on motivation? I don't know. It's some. Oh, I just searched my tips. Red plastic. To be honest, Hatter asked about that in the Discord recently as well. Let me just turn the music down so I can't hear myself think again. I think the thing that I usually get out of a rut in when I have like a motivation thing is just wanting to make something better. So like if you get halfway through a project and then you get a bit disheartened, usually for me it's very fulfilling to see it something that I've kind of almost given up on actually work. So I try and push through and just change it in a way to make it better. But if you're talking about like general motivation, just to like make anything creative, I think that kind of has to come from within, really. Like maybe I'm quite lucky, but I don't really have any issues with sort of struggling to motivate myself to make stuff. And I think it's just because I always have like a desire to be making something, whether it's like YouTube videos or like a VFX shot or just like playing music in my own time. It's just, yeah, I think it's a lot of it. It's just like if you really want to do it, then you kind of make yourself, I suppose. I'm not sure if that's the answer you're after. You should check out Gimme Gimme by About Us. I'll listen to it after the stream. I can't play anything that's copyrighted on the stream, so this is all stuff from Epidemic Music, Epidemic Sounds even, if you're into rock. I am. Rock is my favourite genre. I just realised this hasn't got any bump or anything on it. That's maybe why it was looking a bit rubbish. Or not. That hasn't helped much at all. That was wishful thinking. It's not awful. Let's do this little thing. Got a really itchy leg. UV editor. trying to find like a funky angle for this where it actually looks good. I know that's not at all what that's meant to be, but it looks alright. Motivation doesn't last long. You need to build discipline and do stuff daily. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's not like whether you're lucky that you're feeling motivated or not that day. It's just, yeah, it's like a discipline thing. Just getting into the habit of being productive, I suppose. But it is tricky. I think a lot of people struggle with it at some point. Thanks, man. No worries. I'm not sure my answer was mega helpful, but hopefully that was somewhat useful. Okay, I think that's pretty much all the texturing done. Let's have a look. Oh, the goggles. I forgot about them. I haven't even really modeled the goggles yet. I just got halfway through and left them at the beginning. The head's looking a bit basic as well. Ah, Jesus. Let's just do some stuff to the inside of this. Internals. Did you get the chance to check out the blender kit? There are a lot of free stuff. I was surprised, especially by the cat. What's the blender kit? I don't know what that is. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. No. Undo. Oh, it's frozen. New material. So I'm just kind of cheating by putting textures of like complicated machinery on the inside. It's an add-on on Blender that is pre-packed. Check your preferences. This one? Oh, the asset library. Yeah, I've seen that before. I don't really use it much. Well, I haven't used it at all, but I have seen it. Don't forget to save the Blender file. Yeah, mine, I save, like, my muscle memory just kicks in, like, every few seconds. I press Control-S. That's not a problem for me. I think this is looking kind of cool, but it's all a bit samey, and the head's a bit rubbish. I'm going to ditch the goggles idea. Oh, didn't spot that before. And I'm going to make the eyes out of like the light bulb texture that I found because it's quite funky. Project. Okay. So the light bulb looks like this. What's the best way to do this? Probably just with a cylinder, I guess. Where's it gone? CCTV head might be cool. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll update the head model a bit. Fly scale. Get from view. Oh, it's because it's not the right texture. Light bulb. Right. There we go. Matte paint. Bam. Oh, it's beautiful. Cool. Nandu, hey, how's it going? I'm good, thank you. How are you? Do you not save different version numbers? Not when I'm just working like this. Once, if I was gonna, like, for some stuff on freelance projects I do, I make it something and then they ask for a change, then I'll save it as like a version 2, so I still have the old version. But generally, I don't. It's not necessarily a bad habit or a good habit to get into, but if you're gonna make a big change, then saving the previous version obviously is quite helpful. Cool. Bump. Height. Jesus. Okay. Oh, it might be quite funky just to have one big eye, actually. I don't know. It's a bit weird. I'm not sure about this head. I'm not sure I like it. I quite like the CCTV idea. It does mean remodeling the head. See if I can find a photo of a CCTV camera. Oh, a cylinder one might be quite fun. That's easy to model as well. You know what? We're doing it. Before we do that, though, I'm just going to go to the loo very quickly. So I'll put you on this screen, and I'll be back. One sec. And I'm back. Oh, wrong screen. There we go. Oh, my camera's off. There we go. Okay, let's model a CCTV camera. If I just take a screenshot of this, I can put it in my pure ref thing. Bang. Okay. Oh, got some water on my glasses. Going cool, man. I'm working on a Vader blender scene. Hopefully I can finish it the way I'm imagining. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's one. I made one of them a couple of weeks ago as well, or a couple of months ago now. It was a fun project. Right. I don't know how this is going to merge. No, well, I can figure it out. Oh, why did it get rid of... Oh, right. Clear parent. Okay. So it's basically a cylinder. I think we can manage that. Get rid of this as well. And then... cylinder. Let's do 64 because it's quite a big detail. So like that. And then it kind of has like a secondary cover. There we go. And then I'm going to do a huge copy and paste and just use this for that. Nice and easy. It's not really a CCTV thing, but it works. That looks quite cool, actually. This is a bit too big, I think. Let's go like that. Yeah. So that's the head. Not quite how I imagined it, but it's fine. I think this actually looks better than what I did before, to be honest. Good suggestion, whoever suggested the CCTV head. Cree2O. Hopefully that's how you say it. Solidify. Bosh. Okay. And then add a little bit of detail into the model. And how's it going to attach? That's the real question. We simulating? What are you simulating? Cube. Cool. I think I might just get rid of that fire extinguisher thing. It wasn't particularly successful. Let's put this on here. Let's get rid of these things as well. Don't really need them anymore. So, parent all of this stuff to the main thing. It's such a weird robot. Energy core. Oh, nice. I wonder if I can put like a... make this emissive. Will that do anything? Let's find out. Light bulb. Emission. Emission strength. 50. Oh, I need to assign it. Oh, there we go. Cool. That's kind of fun. And then probably want to go for a different color. kind of fun. Yeah, transparency thing doesn't really work with image textures. Well, like it works, but I don't know if I can demonstrate it. How can I do this? I guess just make it glass. And then borrow this. And then let's just do light bulb emission. Not gonna work. Oh, it's probably because cylinder's blocking it. I'm breaking everything. So I do this. See how it doesn't really come through very well? It's difficult to explain. But yeah, it doesn't work very well. Fauzi Harry, don't know how you say your name. Hi. Why doesn't it let me select these small wires? There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Jesus, what a mess. Oh, God, I'm tired. There we go. Trying to think of a good way to texture this. To be honest, I could probably get away with just using like a surface imperfection thing on it, because it's already like, that's the kind of texture I'm after. I just want it to be a bit more messed up. So maybe if I do like one of Clint's things on it. CCTV. I should just call it white plastic, actually. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Roughness. And then surface imperfections 2K. Scratches. This one will do. Oh, that made me jump. Oh, Jamie, dude. You're very generous. Thank you very much. You don't need to keep donating every time I stream. I was alfing you on. There's no message. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, I see. Dude, you're amazing. Thank you very much. But save your money for the graphics cards. Invert. Is this going to work? I would have added another camera. Then it would look like Wally. Maybe. See how it looks. Once I finish one, I can duplicate it, and then we'll see if it looks better with one or two. Why is it? Oh, it's because I'm inverting it. Actually, just get rid of this. It's really slow in material preview mode for some reason. I think the new Blender's not that optimized at the moment for it. Color ramp. Even just like dragging the nodes around and stuff takes a while. Like this, it's frozen. Jesus. I've got a 3090, lads. So it shouldn't be this bad. Okay. Yeah, that looks alright. Probably a bit strong. Cool. Don't be one sad robot. Yes. Give it some character. 0.2. Yeah. It's looking good. And then I think it might be quite cool to do a dirty vertex color thing. If it works. Let's see if this works. I can't remember what it's called. Is it an attribute that you use to do this? Yeah. Color. Come on, Blender. And then mix these together. Multiply. Doesn't actually do that much. I think if it had more geometry, it would probably be better. Do a few loop cuts. Oh. Hasn't really helped. Oh, it just keeps doing it on top. I wonder if I delete this and do it again. That's more like what I was trying to do. There we go. Nice. Cool. Oh, attributes almost like Houdini. I'll make a Houdini user out of you. I've used Houdini a couple of times, but I just don't really feel like making the switch from Blender. It's not really worth it for me. But it is pretty funky. What What should this be? It's not too bad. I think these might need to be more like this. Okay. Now, what next? I guess mirror the arm. Cursor to world origin. Shift E, scale X -1. Bang. Now he's got a full body, more or less. Yes, Blender will beat them all in a few years. I don't know about that, but for me personally, like, there's so many people at work that are good at using Houdini that it's not like if I learned it, I'd ever become a Houdini artist. It would just be using for my YouTube stuff, and for that, I think Blender's better anyway. Just because I think people are more interested in Blender on YouTube generally, because it's free and more accessible. And also I know how to use it. I don't really, yeah, I don't feel like there would be much benefit in me transferring over. That's why. Okay. I just feel like there's a bit of a disconnect now between the head and the body. But I think it's gonna have to just roll with it. Right. Maybe we should rig it. So, how would be the best way to rig this? Armature, single bone in front. So this would all be one. And I guess I want another bone for the head. Oops. Oh. Here. Jesus. And then for the head, yeah, a bit higher. And then the arms are a bit more complicated. Blender can't compare to Houdini, really. Houdini's some stuff. Yeah, they're very different programs, to be honest. Blender seems to have actually got worse sim stuff recently. I thought Mandaflow was better, but I haven't really got any good results out of Mandaflow since I started using it. But maybe that's just my fault, rather than Blender's fault. That's going to be the shoulder. Maybe this should only cut to here, actually. And then the arm needs to be separate. 90. Selection cursor down to here. And then a little bone, and then one to here. And that'll probably do. Shaden. Hey Alfie. Hello. Robots looking sus. Thank you. Maybe a rust will solve the disconnect. Yeah, maybe I'll put something on top of it. I think it's just because this is so rusty. It's like there's a, obviously if it was in the real world, one of these probably wouldn't end up really rusty. One of them wouldn't be super clean, but we'll deal with that problem in a bit. Right, let's just test the rig a little bit. So parent that to that. Maybe if I do stick as well, because I can't really see very well. And then neck stuff to the neck bone. And then, oh, the head to the head bone. I guess it doesn't need a head bone because it shouldn't be able to rotate from there. Let's just get rid of that. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Broken it all. Clear parent. And then parent to neck. There we go. And this should be parented to here. Keep offset on. Ah! Keep offset. This, and this should be parented to the shoulder. And then this and this should be parented to here. How does that work? Oh. I guess that's fine. It just means that, well, this shouldn't be able to move essentially. So I guess I'll just not move that bone. That's fine. Parent to bone. Parent to bone. And then all of this crap goes on here. There we go. So I'll have to limit the rotation of a lot of these, obviously. But yeah, that works. The head bone is connected to the neck. Oh no. Here we go. He's off. He started singing. So this should only be able to rotate in the x-axis. Oh. What's happened there? Oh, that's location. I'm dumb. X. No. Is it 'cause it's... Oh, it's the y-axis. There we go. Okay, cool. This shouldn't be able to rotate. Fine. This should only rotate in the, what, probably the y-axis as well, right? Y, oh, X. Z. Z-axis. And then this, probably the same. Yes, lovely. So, that works. Hand's going to be a bit tricky. Can't really see what I'm doing. Let's turn it back to this. Cool. So that's the hand. Fingers. This is very rough. Damn it. Select the right thing. Jesus. Oh, my eyes going all funny. It's been a long stream. Yay. Fingers. Parent to bone. Oh my goodness, what? Oh, it's because they're already parented. That's annoying. Is this gonna work? Yeah. Cool. Lovely. Okay, and then just for a test, do the old copy rotation. See if this works. Local space, and then if I rotate this, it bends the whole thing. Same with this. Copy rotation, local space. Cool. So then it should only be able to rotate in the x-axis. Oh, it's doing all of them. Oh god. Oh, the bone orientation's messed up. I can never remember how to fix this without Googling it. Maybe I'll just leave it for now. I'll fix it off camera. That's my solution. Right, so this needs to be parented to here. And this needs to be parented to here. Cool. And then this needs to be parented to this bone. Are you going to use IK rigging later on? Yeah, I think so. Depends how much I plan on doing with it. I think for the render, I'm only just going to pose it, but if I put it on Patreon, I'll probably do like a proper rig for it. I guess I could do an IK rig for it now, actually. Just make like, just for an example. So parent. Turn off deformation for this bone. And then what's the inverse kinematic shortcut? Oh, well, just do that now. Wait, is it there? That doesn't show you. There we go. And the chain length is 3, 2. Let's find out. Oh, it's going to be a bit complicated actually because of that thing. Let's leave it for now. That's all working lovely. Okay. I wonder if I can mirror the skeleton and mirror the weights. There probably is a way to do it, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. Screw it. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Manual labor. So, cursor to origin, duplicate, mirror in the x-axis, and then just do the same thing. So this goes to here. Looking great. Thank you very much. This. What's this parented to? Ooh. Oh. So that's all of those. And then this goes on here. What's happened here? The wires are all messed up. Local space. I've gone really quiet. I've just realised I'm not saying anything. I'm in full concentration mode. I'll try and talk a bit more about what I'm doing. So at the moment, I'm about to go to bed. Good night, everyone. See you, Blue Z. Thanks for joining. I'm probably going to wrap it up fairly soon as well. Oh, someone subscribed on Patreon. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just want to get this rig done first, and then I'll call it a day as well. Yeah, I'm adding copy rotation constraints onto all the fingers so that they bend nice and easily without having to move all the bones. Like so. Oh, like so. Haven't done it to the thumbs actually. I'll do that in a bit. So yeah, I'll do the thumbs later. I think we're pretty much there. I was going to go and try and actually make the scene for the render in this as well, but this is going to take forever. I underestimated how long it would take to make the robot. So I'll probably do that in my evening and then submit it in Discord and stuff tomorrow. I think there's another render challenge coming soon. Are you going to participate? Which one? One of Clint's ones? Maybe. I wasn't a big fan of the subject on this one, otherwise I would have taken part, but it wasn't really my thing, like the rigid bodies one, so I didn't end up entering, and also I was quite busy. But yeah, if he does another one that I like the topic, I'll definitely get involved because it was fun. So is that the whole rig done? Apart from the thumb. Oh. Yeah, I think I'll add some more stuff to it. Like the inside of this looks rubbish at the moment. I'll do some more stuff off camera, but it's looking kind of funky. Oh, why has that not worked? There we go. There we go. That's the rig, and that's the robot. I think that's kind of cool. It's pretty basic at the moment, but I'll add to it off camera, and then you guys will see the final result when it's finished. I'm going to wrap the stream up there. It's been a long one, and towards the end of it, I just stopped talking. So that's probably a good sign of when it's time to stop. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Check out the link in the description for the Discord if you're interested in getting involved in the render challenge. And I'll see you all very soon. Peace. There's a video of the 3090 coming next.